Hey everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to do a real quick reading for our Twin Flame Collective. I'll read for Divine Masculine, and then I'll read for Divine Feminine, and then I'll see if I can get some kind of a storyline. This might be your story, it might not be, but let us say a quick blessing and we will find out, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that you direct our hands, our hearts, our words, and our minds to work your will in our lives each day. Amen. Alrighty, we are going to start with this Star Power Tarot for our masculines and find out how they're doing. I hope they're doing well. Now, you don't have to be male to carry the masculine energy. There's a lot of men who have contacted me who feel they carry the feminine energy, and vice versa. And so none of this is about your gender, right? Or your zodiac sign. I only call the zodiac signs out in case they are of significance to you. So let's see what the Divine Masculines have going on this week. Just had that full moon in Aquarius. I've got the Devil on its side and the Nine of Swords. Woo! Tough week for the masculines. We've got the Devil that comes out on its side, which is Capricorn, and then the Nine of Swords here. But the Devil, it does indicate toxicities. It indicates addictions, things that can enslave you. You feel like you're chained to in some way. With this Nine of Swords, this is kind of a nightmarish situation. This is someone who is really struggling to keep their head above water. This can be someone experiencing a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, grief, worry, tossing and turning, having trouble getting to sleep at night and staying asleep, that kind of thing. Ugh. I'm going to clarify with another deck in a minute, don't worry. Because that Devil energy can be a lot of different things. It can be a karmic partnership. It can be addiction in some way. I've got the Hierophant in the reverse. Boo. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus, but it's also a card of marriage. It's a card of traditional values. It's a card of commitments. This masculine, whoever I'm reading for, this portion of our collective may be having trouble maintaining their commitments, maybe maintaining a marriage in some way. It feels like it's just been like a real... Yeah, and I've got the Emperor in the reverse. That's the card of Divine Masculine. It's also the card of Aries. But whenever we have this person in the reverse, they're at a loss as to know how to solve this situation, how to fix it. They can't fix it. If they could have fixed it, they would have fixed it 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it's been. Now we've got a real problem. This Emperor in the reverse can be really tyrannical when they're not getting their way. They can be prone to kind of fits, temper tantrums. They can become physically upset, frustration, or they can just have feelings of inadequacy or feeling as though they are incapable of initiating this change that they want to see in their life, and that may be why they're struggling with this commitment, whatever it is. And I've been saying a lot over the last couple of days that when you start to feel discomfort in a relationship or a situation, if you don't make a change, you'll just keep getting more and more uncomfortable until you do. And that's just one of the ways that the universe or God helps you steer your course a lot of times. Now, that doesn't mean that every time it gets uncomfortable, you better hit the road. That's not it. When you make a commitment, and it feels like this masculine collective, whoever I'm reading for, really did try. They tried really, really hard. But when the odds are stacked against you, it's really hard to make it work. And it feels like it's been a hard journey for this masculine collective. I've got the Eight of Cups there. We have somebody who's choosing to walk away from a situation. And this is somebody who says, you know, I thought I loved it. I thought I loved it for a long time. But when I really sit and look at it, and I really look at it on paper, it hasn't done a single darn good thing for me. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. It's having to let go of someone or something that you thought you loved very much at one time. But really all it's brought you is sadness. See that frowny face back there? Okay, well, it's actually pretty positive that this masculine has chosen to walk away from this situation. Pretty positive. All right, let me get another deck real quick and just clarify a little bit about this Devil energy. I'm not going to clarify every single card because it's pretty cut and dry, but let me get this traditional Rider-Waite and we can kind of clarify what this Devil was for this masculine collective. It really could have been anything. Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords out again. So whatever this was, this kept this person up, tossing and turning all night. It was absolutely worrisome. It was not fair. It was extremely stressful, just extremely stressful. Okay, enough said about that. And it was something that had a lot of repeating cycles to it. And that's why, like, it would seem like things would get better and then things would just kind of fall apart again a few months later. And then, oh, things are going to get better. And then it would fall apart again. It does feel like kind of a repeating cycle. And I have the Temperance in reverse. That's the card of Sagittarius. But it's also, whenever it comes out in the reverse, this is someone who has to acknowledge that they have let their life run off course. And now we have to pick up the pieces. It's time for new routines, new habits, new ways of dealing with daily life and dealing with the stress of daily life. This is somebody who feels like if they don't remove themselves from this toxic devil energy, that their life is never going to really improve, and it's going to be kind of same shit different day for all eternity unless they make a change. And it feels like they have with that Eight of Cups. Anything else you want to say about this? I got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who's feeling very badly about themselves. They're feeling very insecure all of a sudden. This is somebody who says, I don't feel like I have a lot to offer to anyone. Man, I always think of the Ace of Wands in the reverse like a torch that's doused in a bucket of water. It's kind of a feeling of impotence. It's kind of a feeling of, why did I even bother? Or it's kind of like that very Eeyore sort of feeling about it. Alrighty, how are our feminines doing? Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland to clarify for our feminines. How about that? This is definitely a time to begin healing for sure. I saw the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card on the bottom of the deck there. What do we have for our feminines? We have the Judgment card that comes out on its side for the feminines. The feminines are having some kind of major wake-up call. Can be a couple of different things there. The Judgment card can be an energy of trying to make the right decision, trying to be a better person, trying to be a bigger person, trying very hard to ascend to the next level, whoever this feminine energy is. Let me look a little further here. I have the World card in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like this feminine collective has really been through the ringer as well. The World in the reverse is someone who's really been struggling to let go of another person, place, or situation in their life. And this is someone who feels like their growth has been stalled, waiting on something else. Or this could just be someone who has, I would say that the World card is like shedding your skin, right? It's a time for a lot of growth. But when we have this in the reverse, this is someone who's kind of delaying their own cycles of completion for whatever reason. And this could be because of hanging on to things that you just don't need to keep any longer. Let's look. I've got the Queen of Wands out there. Very good. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Whoever this feminine is that I'm reading for, you're very good looking this week. Nicely done. But also someone who's really acting upon creative and passionate endeavors. This is someone who is highly magnetic, highly attractive. A lot of people want to spend their time with you, whoever you are. This is someone who has a lot of intuitive abilities. This someone is very magical. They're a master manifester, the Queen of Wands. It's like they want it, they got it. It's like that Ariana Grande song, right? I want it, I got it. Let's see. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Oh, and wait, that goes with that Judgment card. This feminine collective is very mindful of what they're saying, who they're saying it to. It feels like they're not talking very much to very many people. This Ace of Swords in the reverse, I'm going to clarify that in a minute because, and now I've got the Lovers card here. Oh, that's a major choice that's coming up for these feminines. Could be a major choice in love. The thing about the Lovers card, it's a card of Gemini, but it's the are you all in or are you all out kind of energy. If you choose this one person, then all of your other options are wiped off the table. And if you don't choose that one person, you get to keep all of your other options, but maybe not that one person. That's how the Lovers card pretty much goes. And it's very similar to the energy of the Devil card. Who do you align with? It's just got a more positive vibe to it, right? For a little while anyway. And we have the Empress card out. Man, we have the masculines representing with the Emperor. We got the feminines representing here with the Empress. Very nicely done. Oh, you're so cute. Very good. All right, so we have these this feminine energy who's really decided that they want to be better, they want to be bigger, they want to be smarter, they want to be stronger, all of those things. And this is someone who's questioning a lot of the choices they've made in the past. This is someone who's actually maybe feeling some feelings of guilt, maybe about love relationships that they have had in the past, maybe about things they've said or done in the past. And now it feels like they're at this point where they're about to shift into the next cycle of their life. I'm going to clarify with this traditional Rider-Waite, because I want to know what this Ace of Swords in the reverse is. I've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who's maybe questioning their choices in the past in love. Possibly this feminine collective engaged in third-party situations, relationships, something like that. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse is an energy of juggling. Could be juggling more than one person. Can be just the energy of being overwhelmed and being exhausted as well. But this is someone who I feel like they just don't want to talk to anybody about some of the things that have gone down in their lives. And they're really just being mindful of who they're, oh wow. Okay. I have the Two of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who's really struggling to move on from someone or some kind of situation. The Two of Swords is someone who wants to block other people's opinions out so they can think clearly about what they want to do with their lives, what they want their future to look like. And what I was saying about the Queen of Wands being a master manifester, this Three of Wands is the card of manifestation. Some readers call it the Amazon Prime card. I think Sal Biadora over at Eat, Read, Love is his YouTube channel. I think he started that. It's the energy of I sent ahead for this. I know it's coming. How much longer is this going to take, right? But it's also the minor arcana of the Magician for me, right? So that's all about manifestation. And this Divine Feminine collective, they're just trying to be really honest with themselves. I'm hearing for the first time in a long time as to who they want to be and what they want to be. And there's a lot of energy of having to be truthful and honest about choices that they've made in the past. Okay, now let me see. I'm going to grab this vice versa tarot and let's see if we can kind of hook into a storyline as to where these individually sit with one another. I have this cord is driving me crazy. It drives me crazy every day. Someday I will not have this cord situation. That will be a happy day. Alrighty. What do we have going on for these two? Oh my goodness, we got the Knight of Cups. That's adorable. Alrighty, I'll take it. So the Knight of Cups, this is somebody who says, I'm ready to offer someone my heart, which really doesn't fit in with either one of these stories, but this is kind of how it's going. This Knight of Cups energy is someone who says, I'm ready to make an offer of love to another person. This is opening up your heart. Now, pages are messengers and they bring messages. Knights bring actual physical, tangible gifts with them. This Knight of Cups brings an offering of, let's get together, let's have a discussion, let's have a talk, let's kind of, you know, maybe meet one another for the first time. I don't know what your relationship is between one another, you Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. I don't know if you know each other yet or if you haven't even met yet, but this Knight of Cups is someone who's ready to offer their heart to someone, which is interesting because this masculine collective, they don't feel like they have too much to offer. Here, hold on. I see this Ace of Cups here, which is a brand new love relationship coming towards someone. And I have the Knight of Swords on top of that. So we've got two knights here on the deck. These are, they're not as mature of energies as this Emperor-Empress combination, but these are beginnings. And they're brand new starts. This is somebody who says, I want to really cut through any of the drama that we've experienced either together or apart. I don't want that kind of relationship. I want something that's healthier, something that's cleaner, something that's much more honest. I want a lot more communication between us, or any communication perhaps. And now I've got the King of Wands out here. So we do have another match here with the King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We got a lot of fire sign energy here on the table. I'll call out any of the other majors that I see in a minute. But this is a true pairing. This is somebody who says, I see you for who you are, and I kind of can't take my eyes off you, and I'm desperate to get to talk to you in some way. Both of these individuals are magnetized towards one another, which is why they keep coming towards one another, which I think is why I'm surprised to see like this open heart, this open communication between the two of these people, because they are both coming out of some challenging situations, and they're situations that you wouldn't think would really lend themselves to being super open to new relationships, but it really feels like they are. And there's like this energy of like healthy and clean to it. And I've got the Ace of Swords out here again on the bottom of the deck. And I've got the World card out here again on the bottom of the deck. Fine, fine, fine. I'll take it out. Is that the... And we got the Lovers card. This deck just talks constantly. Let's see here. I love it. It's great. This is the Vice Versa Tarot. And I've got the Three of Cups here. This is someone who's hoping for a reconciliation. This is someone who says, choose me, choose me. This is somebody who wants to come to you in the light of day. I don't know if you have known this person in the past and they were maybe part of this third-party situation, drama situation perhaps. This is somebody who says, I want to do this the right way this time. I want to do this in a way that it doesn't destroy us. If this is somebody you haven't met before, this would be somebody you're going to meet in the daytime. There's going to be an energy of like real healthy around it, something very healthy, and it's going to open up this blocked communication that's been present within these two for some time. And that's why I say the reason that this is going the way it's going despite the circumstances is it feels like these two individuals are truly ready. They've been through what they've needed to go through, and as abysmal as it was, it's magnetized them, it's changed their frequency, and now they are 100% magnetized to one another. They cannot avoid running into each other. It seems like it's going to happen a lot, so it's kind of one of those things. Yeah, we've got the Three of Wands here. It goes with the Three of Wands. That's the energy of manifestation. That's what it is. Both of these two individuals have truly been praying for one another's return to their lives in some way, and that's why we have this reconciliation that happens with the Three of Cups. Okay. Anything else you want to say about this? Now I've got the Knight of Swords. Oh, this is the Page of Swords. I'm sorry. So we've got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords now. So I guess actually there it is. That makes a lot more sense. So these are kind of new cards for me. And so sometimes I do confuse the little symbols on the bottoms of them. It's not hard to do, especially when you're somebody like me who found out that they need bifocals. I just found out yesterday. I need bifocals, so cut me some slack. But anyway, so we now have the Knight of Swords out. This is somebody who's ready to take direct action. And with this page of Swords right here, this is somebody who wants to send a very honest, clear-cut message of how they're feeling. The energy, again, on clean message. And this is someone who kind of says, I don't really care what it causes. I don't care if... I'm hearing that everything's already fallen apart. What else could it hurt to just reach out and communicate about how someone is feeling? And this is with a very open heart that they approach this subject or this situation. And I have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. So the Tower is a great energy. It's not always, doesn't always feel great, but really and truly, it's an energy of something that comes in, feels catastrophic. It can feel like a crisis moment, but it comes in and it's uncontrollable. You can't really do anything about it. And whenever the Tower comes in, it changes the course of your life for the day, for the week, or maybe for forever. Because what it does is it knocks you down to your foundation so that you can rebuild again in a more stable or functional way. So I think that's coming in for these people here, for this Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Collective, you're probably going to run into each other at some point and everything is going to be off to the races. Seven of Swords. I saw this before I started this reading. It was sitting over here on top of this deck. The Seven of Swords is someone who hasn't been telling the truth about their true feelings for a very long time. And this Tower card comes with this Judgment energy of like absolute wake-up call. This is like ripping the band-aid off real quick. This is somebody who's like eyes light up when they see this person. The frequency of their body changes all of a sudden. Their heart can actually like skip a beat when they see this person, and then that's like this dawning realization of how long they've been hiding these feelings for one another. If you've met each other already, if you haven't met this person already, this would be the week, the month, the season that you may run into this person, and it's a very eye-opening experience that knocks your socks off, basically. So you can expect to be seeing these energies. If this was in fact your reading and this is the portion of the collective that you feel resonates with you the most, then these are the kind of energies that are coming towards you. It's absolutely magnetic, with this Three of Wands out here twice. Absolutely. And this is somebody who feels like they have a lot to offer to another person all of a sudden. And even though this masculine was feeling like very deflated, you know, and defeated, it's like seeing this feminine for the first time in a while, it just kind of reignites their passion for life, makes them feel happy and invigorated all of a sudden. And this person, if you've met them before, every time they see you, they always feel this way. I think it's going to be just it's going to be an interesting week, not without its bumps for sure, but there's definitely a lot of attraction here. I like it for you. I can't wait to see what happens next. All right, see you guys. Have a great week.